Hey everyone, Brittany Carmichael here, bringing you your live weekly Woo Woo Wednesday Tarot reading, where I tune into the energy of the week to see what we need to pay attention to and where we can draw our focus. So I am excited to pull a card from today's deck. I asked my husband right before I jumped on Woo Woo Wednesday, and I said, hey, what deck should I use today? So he said, use a fun one. So I knew exactly which deck I was going to be using today when he said to use a fun one. So the deck I'll be pulling from today is the Crystal Unicorn Tarot deck from my friend Pamela Chin. She's over at Prosperity. What is it? Luna Prosperity is her Instagram handle. So we're going to be pulling from a fun deck with the unicorns today. I'm so excited to join you to see what's going on in your world. Before I pull some cards, I'd love to just take a moment to tune into you guys and say hello. So if you're watching live, say hello. Where are you watching from? What are you up to this week? What are you looking forward to? What's the energy like in your world? Chris and I just took a spontaneous road trip down to Austin. We went to see Lori Harder on book tour for her newest book, A Tribe Called Bliss. And it was all about connection and, really cultivating that tribe of community around you, because all we want, all we crave as humans is that soulful, deep connection with another person. And it's so amazing how everyone shows up to these events for connection, but they're afraid to connect. They're afraid to open up. They're afraid to be seen, afraid to be vulnerable. So it was so fun to be able to show up in this beautiful space with tons of women who are looking for that type of connection with other people. So I just want to take a moment and say thank you for being here. Thank you for connecting. Thank you for taking time out of your day to tune in, not only for the reading, but for yourself, because these readings are for you so that you can pay attention to what thoughts, energies, and feelings are going on in your world. Illinois, cool. I always pick up that book. I always pick that book up, but have yet to buy it. I need to. Okay. Definitely. I highly recommend it. I may have an extra one coming in the mail. If so, I'll send it to you. Hey, Julia. All right. And you know what was crazy? Here's a crazy story. Last week, I interviewed Lori for Shine School. Many of you know, and many of you are Shine School students. I have an online course that teaches women how to learn to love themselves and cultivate that authentic courage and confidence. And in the bonus section, I added 13 inspiring interviews this year from all different people like Rebecca Campbell and Emma Milden and Lori Harder, Mel Wells, all these amazing empowerment leaders. And Lori happened to be one of them. And she said, hey, where do you live? I said, I'm in Texas. And she said, oh, I'll be in Austin next week. You should come to my book tour. And I happened to look at my calendar for the next week, and I had something written on every single day except for Tuesday, which was yesterday, the day of her book tour. So it was clear to me that the universe was like, hey, here's an opportunity for you. This is an important story, guys. There's an opportunity here for you. You've been invited to something. And here's what's weird. The tarot cards I kept pulling for the week kept saying new opportunity, new opportunity. If you study tarot, you know that all the aces are new beginnings. And I pulled multiple aces from different suits back-to-back days in a row before I got this opportunity, right? So it was clear the universe was like, hey, here you go. Here's an opportunity. Will you say yes? And you guys remember last week's reading, the card yes came up, right? So I said yes, and then I was gifted a free ticket. I won a free ticket. So it was like the universe was like, when you have the courage to say yes to new opportunities that present themselves, we'll continue to help guide you and support you and gift you with free admission or whatever it is that you need to be where you're being called to go. You just have to have the courage to say yes, and that's when the universe will step in and say, oh, you're courageously saying yes to this adventure? Well, here, let me show you the next step, or let me bring you the next teacher, or that next little piece that you need to make it even more possible. So I want to know, what is that thing that you guys said yes to last week? We had that come up in our reading. You were being asked to say yes to a new opportunity. My opportunity was to drive down to Austin and meet Lori. And guys, what was magical, I was sitting in the audience and a beautiful woman came up to me and she said, are you Brittany? And I said, I am. And she said, I've been following you. And we went into this beautiful conversation about, she's been a teacher for so many years and she's wanting to pivot and do something different. And I just said, go for it. Who cares? Don't waste more time. Just go for your dreams. And we had this beautiful conversation, and it was amazing because basically Lori said the exact same thing from the stage, like, go after the things that you're passionate about, that you're being called to do. So it was so incredible to meet someone that has already been following me online. I had no idea I would meet anyone that I was already connected with online. So it was such an amazing experience, and it was beautiful to be connected with so many women who want to change, who want to heal, who want to connect with other women, who want to stop gossiping, who want to stop fighting, who want to stop judging and criticizing and being afraid of being judged, right? All of you are saying, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore, right? So let's be those people that open up our hearts and say hello first, and reach out first, and instead of being intimidated or fear of judged or criticized, like, just have the courage to go say hello. So who have you been wanting to connect to that you've been afraid? That's something I teach in Shine School, is connect with your tribe and reach out to those people who inspire you. Even if you're like, oh my God, but who are they? Like, they'll never talk to me. Who am I? Like, you'll be surprised. I've emailed so many people that people would say, oh, they're famous, or, you know, I could never talk to them. They have emails. They are people who go to the bathroom and fart and cry and laugh, and they're just like you. So don't be intimidated by any other human on this planet. Even if they're experts in their field, they're still people. They still want to connect. They still have a message for you. Okay, I'm like on a tangent today, guys. Hey, Aislinn. Julia says, I said yes to this acting workshop from a Hollywood manager, and I learned so much. It was just amazing. I see the universe having my back every day and every week. Julia, that's amazing. Julia is just about to finish Shine School. She's one of our 2018 students, so it's been so amazing to watch you grow and bloom. I said yes to a new client. Yay! You guys are amazing. Hey everyone, oh, I'm loving all these beautiful faces here. I also said yes to allowing myself chill and have a calm weekend. Oh, I am right there with you. I almost skipped Woo Wednesday because I thought I needed to go take a nap. We got home last night at 2 a.m. Because we didn't want to stay the night in Austin. We just drove down there and came back. We have another weekend trip on Friday. We're heading out of town for a friend's birthday. Another road trip. So we're a little bit exhausted, and I'm on my lady time. I just started. So it's like, okay, I need to slow down. I just got my toes done. So I got my relaxation in. I got my little pedicure. But Chris is actually taking a nap because we're headed out of town tonight to go visit my parents. So it's a lot, guys. Okay, Elizabeth says, what if you have an idea of the area you want to be in but don't know the exact specifics? Then go in that direction, right? If it's makeup, start headed towards makeup. Start doing all things makeup. And I just know that because that's something that we talked about in a previous reading that we've done together. Whatever it is, you just start heading in that direction. As a psychic, I didn't know, like, okay, I'm intuitive. Well, what is that? How is that going to help anyone? Well, I just started heading in that direction, reading books, talking about it, doing Woo Wednesday this has been over 2 years now, guys. And I would have never known that I would involve into this psychic medium who does empowerment tarot readings, like one-on-one calls. Or now I do coaching for business women. I mean, I would have never known that when I was being called away from the hair salon to step out from behind the chair, that I would be this light working leader that empowers women to go after their dreams and to build confidence and to be authentic and to stop giving an F what anyone else thinks about them, right? So I didn't know that was going to happen. I didn't know I was going to end up being this like woo-woo psychic medium, but I just knew I'm being called away from the salon. I'm meant to inspire women in a new way. And here I am 2 years later. I mean, with the website and this and a coaching program and an online school. Guys, I didn't know Shine School was going to happen. Guys, you never know. You don't even have to know the direction. You just have to know a general idea, right? So what's that general idea? Where are you being called to? And just explore that first opportunity that presents itself, and then it'll evolve and develop over time. Okay. Hey, May. Oh, Maeve, I miss you, girl. Are you back in the States yet? We need to get together. I am saying yes. I am saying yes to any opportunity to meet you. Oh, Julia, I have no doubt that we'll end up meeting, especially because 2019, I've been coming up with ideas for how I want to show up and what I want to offer you guys. And a goddess retreat, you know, my goddess gatherings were a major hit this year, and I did them local to Texas. So I really want to take them on the road and do like a weekend goddess retreat. So I have a feeling that we'll be able to meet in person sooner than you think. I just said yes to be a part of a new mastermind and receive support. Congratulations, Daisy. I love hosting my masterminds because so many women, when you get a group of women together and you're masterminding, you come up with so many amazing magical ideas. It's very empowering to be in a mastermind. Okay, what else are you guys saying? Been asking the universe to help guide me. The universe is always guiding you. It's just, are you listening and saying yes to the action you're being guided with? Because a lot of us say, oh, I don't trust that guidance. I don't know, I'm going to wait for something else. So are you trusting what's coming through? I'm in London tonight watching. Oh, well, let me know when you're back, sister. I miss you so much. I'm heading to a DIY lifestyle blog. I am heading into DIY lifestyle blogging and being a leader. I love that. Okay, you guys are awesome. I've loved chatting with you. This is why I love Woo Woo Wednesdays, because I get to see what you guys are up to. You get to find out what I'm up to. And guys, I'm still unpacking my office. So I'm joining you from, I don't even know what room this is in our house, but like the den-ish area. I don't know. The office is on its way. It's so amazing for me to, you know, to talk about patience and things unfold over time. Don't rush your dreams. Well, the same is true with like doing your house and unpacking. And this has been a longer process than I could have ever imagined. It has been 7 years since I've moved. So think about that. If you're changing careers, if you're changing relationships or changing direction, period, the adjustment period and the transition is going to take a lot longer than you want it to. So you just have to be patient with the process and trust that every single step will be guided at the right time. And it's so much better to take the leap and just trust that you're being called to go in that next direction. The card just came out when I said that, so I'm gonna go with it. All right, you guys know how this works. I'm using the Unicorn Crystal Tarot deck, or Crystal Unicorn Tarot. My dyslexia always gets me on this deck. Very beautiful deck from my friend Pamela Chen. I'm going to shuffle with the intention that you all receive the message you need most for this week. Last week, like I said, the message was say yes to new opportunities. So I can't wait to see what pops up for us. When I said take a leap of faith, a card flipped out for the first card. So I have a feeling this message is going to be a good one. You know what? I'm going to roll with this one. 2 of them came up on this last one. Okay. You guys ready for this? Let's see. First card that comes up this week. Hold on, let me just make sure. Hey, Jen. Hey, Heather from Australia. You guys are awesome. Okay, the first card that comes up is the 7 of Wands. What an interesting card. When I was just saying, when you're changing career, when you're putting work, when you're doing all this work, it takes a lot longer than you expected. And the 7 of Wands is saying, you've accomplished a lot. You've done a lot of hard work. You've put a lot of time and energy into it. You've put a lot of inspiration and passion, but there's still things to achieve. There's still more action to be had, more experience to be learned, more skills to be acquired. So this is saying, congratulate yourself on how far you've come, but know that this journey isn't over, that you're still in that process, which seems quite fitting with what I was just talking about, wouldn't you guys say? Okay, let's see. Take a leap of faith. Move in the direction you know you're being called to. I'm doing that over here, girl. Thank you to you and Chris for all of your encouragement. Oh, Maeve, it's incredible to see you do what you're doing, especially, like I've said many, many times, Maeve, you are older in your age, and you have completely shifted from being an expert, and you've been doing what you do as a midwife for so long, and you've now learned wisdom and lessons from that are inviting you, calling you, pushing you to say, hey, you can share in a different way that's more practical and suitable to your lifestyle at this point in your life. So it's just incredible to watch you. I am always inspired by you. So if I ever meet anyone that's like, I'm afraid to change careers, I'm like, no. You don't understand. I know this woman who was an expert at what she did. How scary to leave something you're so good at and paid so well to do. But when you're called by the Spirit to fucking do something different, to spread your light and love and passion in a different way, man, you gotta do it, or you're gonna keep feeling unfulfilled. You're gonna feel like something's off. You're gonna keep like doing what you're doing, but it just doesn't, there's not that fulfillment from it. So you just inspire me so much, Maeve. I can't say enough about how how much I love watching you grow and shift and change and come into who you really are. It's never too late to be true to yourself. It took courage, and you and Chris gave me that courage. Well, Maeve, interesting. I went to a woo-woo massage therapist a few years ago, and she was rubbing on my back, and she said, "You're here to my back, like behind where my, like, you know, my womb and all of that is." And she rubbed on my belly too, and she said, "You're here." First, she said, "You're here to teach courage," and then she flipped me over and rubbed on my womb, and she said, "You're here to birth peace." So not only am I here to empower you guys to be courageous, because you can't have courage without fear, and fear is here, guys. Like, that's just, it's a part of it. So it's what we do with it, right? It's overcoming it. It's taking the action and saying yes when the opportunity shows up, and not allowing fear to stop you from saying, you know what, I have this desire. I actually was listening to Jen Sincero's audiobook on You Are a Badass at Making Money, and she said the word desire actually means of him. Now, I'm not religious in the sense that, like, there's a man in the sky that is our God, but I believe that what they're trying to say is of that spirit, of that essence, of that divine. You're being given that energy. So it's like you're meant to fulfill that, and the longer you resist it, the harder and more struggle you're going to experience in your life, because it's trying to get you to realize this is the path that you're meant to start taking. Time to change paths. Okay, so in need of some guidance. Oh, well, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, Shelly, Maeve is a true inspiration. She sure is, guys. I love all of you. You always inspire me, so I'm so thankful that you're here. Okay, Seven of Wands. You're still on the path. Keep going. There's still things to overcome. There's still obstacles, and when you win, like, there's still celebrations to be had too. So it's not all about challenge, but it's also about you're still on the journey. Just have patience with your progress and celebrate how far you've come. This card also is a card of environmental activism. So if you're someone who's wanting to switch to a more vegan lifestyle, or stop using plastic bags, or start, recycling, or commuting in a different way, or impacting how much influence you are leaving on this planet in a negative way, this is saying you're being called to really own that you've been asked to stop doing certain things, or something like that, right? Okay, so the 10 of Wands comes up. Oh, hold on, we're a little blurry. Okay, 10 of Wands. So 7 of Wands followed by the 10 of Wands. The 10 of Wands is a sign of completion. It is saying that you have gathered you've harvested all of your creative ideas. You've planted so many different seeds, and now you have an abundance of ideas and accomplishments and like little wins too, like small wins, not like, oh, I'm the CEO of my business or whatever. Like the fact that you've let go of anger, or that you've finally forgiven that person in your life. To me, the 10 of Wands is saying, in this particular moment, is saying, hey, be proud of all of those little accomplishments along the way. You have a lot to be proud of. But also, with it being in a 10, that's an ending. So now it's time to end that cycle of all of the seeds that you planted in the past have now come up to be harvested, right? Like, they're ready for they're at full peak, full potential, right? So you're like taking all those things, like, man, I worked so hard so many years ago. For example, I worked my ass off 2 years ago to get Shine School out into the world. I spent all of my extra time trying to create a course that would help empower women. And it wasn't until later that I finally could see that payoff, that all those seeds that I planted every single day finally are paying off today. So this is saying all of those seeds that you planted in the past are finally showing up for you to recognize, wow, I have done a lot of hard work. So take a moment to celebrate yourself and realize how far you've come on your journey. Okay, let me tune into your comments real quick. Oh, that is so beautiful. I'm so thankful for you. Oh, you guys are amazing. So true for me. Fear is a tiny death killer of dreams. Step through your fear and let it pass through you. Lest it consumes you. Yes. Hi, anything from my Nana and Granddad, please. They got killed in a car accident together. Stephanie, I don't normally do personal readings on Woo Wednesday, but I can tell you this, they were both very happy that they went together. There was no other way. One wasn't going to go out the other, and I believe that to be true in my own life with my husband. We're going together. So mark this down. This is my psychic prediction, right? Stephanie, if you'd like to do a private one-on-one mediumship reading, please reach out, send me a direct message, or you can book online by going to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot. Okay, let's tune into the last card. Two of them came up, so let's recap real quick. Seven of Wands, keep going, keep planting seeds, keep reaping the rewards and celebrating your success. The 10 of Wands is saying like, hey, now you're at that end of the cycle, like all of those seeds that you have planted, grab onto the harvest, say thank you, but know that you're ready to plant new ideas, new dreams, right? This is a brand new chapter for you. I love this card. The 9 of Cups shows up. Hold on, I'm always trying to like get it right in the frame. Okay, so the 9 of Cups shows up, and this is the wish card. So make a wish. Right now in the comments, no thinking about it. What's the first thing that comes to your heart? Like, what is that thing that you really wish would come true? Like, what do you need in your life right now? Make a wish. So the 9 of Cups is a card of hopeful and very joyful and feeling like I have an abundance of things. Following the 10 of Wands, you see this little sweet unicorn has gathered all 10 wands. Like, look at all of the harvest that I'm gathering from all the seeds that I planted. This card, the 9 of Cups, is actually saying this is a card of emotional fulfillment. So all of those things that I've just gathered, all of the abundance, all of the harvest, like you're feeling like you have an abundance in your life right now, whether it be money or time or friendship or support or love or peace or whatever it may be. You have this sense of satisfaction and overall like jolly, like I've got everything I need, like everything is great right now. So let's see what card also came up with the 9 of Cups. The Knight of Swords. This is a card about taking action. It's a card about swift thinking. It's also a card about, how does this relate to the 9 of Cups in this reading? Okay, so it's saying, yes, you have all of this abundance, but you also have to know that there's a proper period time of celebrating, of being comfortable and going, wow, this is really good, but also having that sense of like, nope, it's time for the next project. It's time to move forward. So it's saying, take time to celebrate, find the balance in knowing it's important to stop and slow down and celebrate the small wins, but it's also important to keep, what's that next step for me? What is that next like action that I'm being guided to take? So what else about the Knight of Swords that I need to tell you? Knight of Swords. Mental clarity, knowing that you already have the next step in your head. That's what they want. That's the message here. You already have the next step. I'm getting hot, guys. You already have my energy's like, wah! You already have the next step available to you. It's already within you. So it's important for you to take time to rest, to celebrate, to notice all the abundance in your life, but also to carve out the space to say, okay, this has been great. This is a good chapter, but there's like the saying, rest on your laurels. I'm not going to rest on my laurels. I'm going to keep moving forward. I'm going to keep going. Okay, what else do you guys have for me? Hey, Gwen, engagement to my boyfriend and my acting career to take off. Okay, here's all your wishes. My soulmate, my husband, to find him. I love that. I love that. Man, this is a strong reading. I know, that's why I couldn't skip. I was like, I'm going to go take a nap. They're like, no, honey, you can't skip woo-woo. Yes, I needed this. My wish is to take action to go towards my new path. Well, the Knight of Swords popping up with the wish card seems like the appropriate card for you specifically, in that like when we're wanting to start something new, we also need that burst of motivation to push, to get started, to go forward. So when those come up together, it's like maybe you have everything you need from that last chapter, appreciate it, but also be thankful for the passion and inspiration that helps to propel you moving forward. I'm getting hot too. Oh my God. I know. I think like this reading is like super high energy. Okay, I've got a little bit of time and extra energy for you guys. I don't know. I'm like, whew. So if you have any questions, I would be happy to answer them for you in the comments below. Just a quick recap from the beautiful unicorn deck. We've got what did we start with? The 7 of Wands, which is saying keep going, keep moving forward with your progress. Know that you should be celebrating all of the seeds that you're planting. Also, remember, if you're being called to make a difference with your environmental activism, to be more mindful about how you treat our planet. The 10 of Wands is saying, hey, you've just reaped a huge reward of abundance of all of the different ideas and the seeds that you've planted along the way. So also start a new chapter. And then the last two cards that came up was the Nine of Cups, which is the wish card and emotional fulfillment, followed with the Knight of Swords, which is about taking swift action, moving forward. And it's also about like having that trustworthy information that comes through, like again, trusting that you already have the next step within you. It's just a matter of like, when's the next, like, what's the appropriate timing for me to move forward? This isn't about, like, it's not about, dragging your feet, you know, like some people like procrastinate, there's the word. It's not about procrastinating. It's about celebrating to its fulfillment, not disregarding the last chapter and all the seeds that you've just harvested, but also knowing that with every ending, there has to be a new beginning, or you get stagnant and stale and you just kind of sit in this limbo land. So find the right balance where you know you want to celebrate and you're thankful for your life, but it's like, okay, time for the next chapter. What will I, you know, what action am I going to take next to move me down the path that I've been desiring, that I really want? Launching new direction next week and already planning the next projects. Oh, I love that. My wish is to birth an online school. Oh, Vicki, I would love to see you with an online school. You have so much knowledge, and so many more people need like the woo-woo vibe from you. So I would love to see you create an online school. I'd love to know about what specifically, you guys. I have so many plans for next year, and I want to know, has anyone seen my Bohemian Rhapsody video that I posted on the blog? I have decided to change it up a little bit, and I'm going to focus a little bit more on creating YouTube videos and more lifestyle stuff about more inspirational, like quick tips and stories that have happened in my life, manifesting. I'm going to be sharing more about my yoga practice, how I eat, like basically everything that I'm doing in my life, because I get on here and I inspire you and I encourage you and I empower you and I quit your job, leave that crappy relationship, follow your heart. But I realize I don't tell you where I got my yoga mat or why I drink green juice or why I do, you know, there's so many things that I want to share with you. So if you want to see something specific from me, please leave it in the comments, shoot me a private message or an email. I'd love to hear from you and know how you'd like me to show up in 2019. Of course, I love doing live woo-woo. This will not stop. It's like something that I just love so much, but I'm wanting to show up in a new way. And something Chris and I have been talking about for the Elevated Life is finally launching the podcast that we started so long ago and did nothing with. So many of you have been asking, hey, are you guys going to create a podcast? So we're going to change it up, how we're showing up for the Elevated Life. And like I said, also a little bit different on my blog. All right, I rested and I've seen how far I've come, and I am excited for the new that is coming. I love that. This is so accurate for me. This reading is amazing, especially since I keep seeing 11:11 every day. Julia, it sounds like you're waking up to synchronicity. One of the first things that your spirit guides will do to communicate with you is to communicate through numbers. And 11:11 is one of those special numbers that they use to get your attention. Like, hey, 11:11, keep your thoughts positive. It's also a number of manifesting, so making wishes, right? So when you see 11:11 or 111 on the clock, it's a very powerful reminder to remember that your thoughts really are creating your reality. And if you don't believe that to be true, read the book E Squared or E2 or whatever it's called, and you'll quickly realize how your thoughts do affect your experience. Okay, teaching vibeology is my jam, and teaching others to be practitioners of vibeology. Oh my gosh, what a cool word. How many of you are vibing with the word vibeology? That's fucking awesome. Okay, what else? I think I'm being called to work with others who have suffered a trauma too. Totally different direction. Melissa, you go through these life experiences to be able to be the teacher and the inspirational leader. I couldn't tell you how to love your body and love and be confident and authentic to yourself if I didn't go through a period of being 200 pounds and fucking miserable, depressed, and hating myself for, I don't know, decades. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to teach you, because I wouldn't relate to you. I wouldn't understand. And this is why I always want to remind you. You guys see me sitting here today, but you don't realize, if you haven't been following my journey, where I came from or how much healing I had to go through. So you can't compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20. And if you look at me in chapter 20 today, you don't realize who I was at chapter 1. And so if I didn't go through all those chapters, I wouldn't be here sitting. I wouldn't be inspired or motivated enough to get on here and say, you know what, it's so important for you to love yourself. And if you build that confidence, you will conquer the world, right? And women are here, we're here to take over. So I just need to remind you guys of that. Anne says, inspire. I know, I cannot avoid putting those two words together. That's what I do, you know, I inspire people. Inspire people to really heal themselves so they can hold space for letting others be their authentic selves. Oh, Jenny, I love that. And you know, it's so close to my heart and what I love to help people with. Shelley says, I have seen him in my dreams before and saw him twice in real life. I feel strongly I will see him again soon. I am leading where it and what I do with my instinct, and that will lead me to him. I love that. Well, what if it leads him to you, rather? What if you let go of trying to find him so much and let him find you? I want to birth clean beauty wellness. Yes, please. Yes, yes, yes. Want to help others from my past experiences. Yes, we need more clean beauty, for sure. Goddess Gathering Weekend in Connecticut. Ooh, I like that. I've never been there. What else? I always wish. I love you, Britt. So lucky to have you and your wisdom. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I love being able to share. I mean, I wake up and think about how do I get women to realize how fucking powerful and amazing they are. It's incredible. Wow, that's how I'm feeling. That's crazy. That's so inspiring. Ah, yay. I'm so thankful for all of you. And this has been such a cool reading. I just really appreciate all of the openness, the love, the support, the encouragement that you guys share. If you know someone who would love this message, as always, please tag them in the comments below. Share this on your wall. However you can spread the good vibes, I totally appreciate it. And if you haven't checked out the blog that I posted about how Bohemian Rhapsody changed my life, I share this very personal story that brings tears to me every single time of what happened during my mom's hospital stay in ICU when she was paralyzed with the stroke in 2012, how Bohemian Rhapsody played an integral part in me building faith and hope. And I had never felt that way before. I was just like, nah, we're good. Nothing, I don't know. Life, I don't know about it. And it wasn't until this one particular moment with the song Bohemian Rhapsody and my mom wasn't even during the recovery part. It was literally in the first few weeks of this massive paralyzing stroke that was insane. And this song changed everything for me. And it gave me faith and that miracles are possible, and a miracle happened, and I'll share that in the video. So I hope you guys go check that out. It's my latest blog. If you just go to brittanycarmichael.com/blog, you'll see it. You have inspired me, Maeve says. I love that. Julia says, I love you so much. Oh, thank you guys so much. Please, 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 listen, I'm literally asking you a request. I never ask of anything from any of you, right? I'm always giving, giving, giving. So let me ask you this. I'm serious. What do you want to see from me in 2019? Do you like live videos like this? Would you prefer short 5-minute YouTube videos where I'm like, hey, this is what we're talking about, bam, bam? Because sometimes people are like, these videos are too long. I mean, they're damn good, but they're really long. So I want to know how you want me to show up and what you want me to talk about for next year. I just recently did a podcast with Viola Hug, and she started talking about all the woo-woo stuff, intuition and psychic mediumship and all of those things. And I remember hearing this voice inside my head as I'm answering all these questions. I remember thinking, this is what I want to talk about. This is what I'm meant to share, talking about spirit guides and all the weird woo-woo stuff that, you know, I mean, there are people talking about it for sure, but I'm definitely like, that's when my heart lights up when I talk about that. Obviously, I love helping women build their business and make an excellent living at what they do, because I do that in my own life. I've been an entrepreneur since I was 6 years old. Most of you probably know my story about collecting aluminum cans, but I've owned a hair salon for over a decade. And from 20 years old till today, I've been making 6 figures. The only difference is I used to work fucking 30, 40, 60 hours a week until midnight every day. And now I work 3 days a week and I still make the same amount of money. So it's teaching women how to charge for what their worth is, and teaching them how to up-level their confidence so that they can actually start making money for their talents and skills. Because, hey, it's a part of this game we're playing here on the earth. We gotta make the cheddar to you know, pay for life. You know, I wish there was a different way. I truly believe we can birth a new system of bartering and trading, and it doesn't have to be with paper, because all of this was made up. This wasn't here 1,000 years ago. So I definitely know there's a new way. Okay, live videos, YouTube videos, Zoom calls, a mix of both. I like short videos. I love your lives on Woo Wednesday. I love to hear about your favorites of everything. You guys are awesome. I would watch or listen to short clips while getting ready every day. Lives and short snippets with anecdotes, steps, or tips. Bring on the woo-woo tips, but I still would want to connect live every now and then. Yeah, I can't skip the live. I love being able to join you. One thing you guys have been asking me about, oh, she says, I love Viola. Or Viola, I think it's Viola. So she's amazing. One thing you guys have been asking me a lot about is creating our own private membership. Now, of course, you guys know I run the Elevated Life membership with my husband, Chris, but a lot of you guys have been asking for like a women's only kind of woo-woo goddess group where I connect live and do the full and new moon rituals with the membership and other woo-woo things. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know, because I just feel like that might be, like, that seems like a lot, but you guys, it's up to you. I mean, whatever you want, however you want me to show up, you just let me know. But the Zoom calls are always so much fun. All right. Hello from Italy. I'm Simona. Can I have a card? Yes, you can have a card if you want to book a private reading. Woo Woo Wednesday is all about a general reading for everyone involved. So if you missed the live, if you missed the reading for the week, please go back and watch the replay, as it was a very powerful one. Yes, that would be awesome, Julia says. Thank you, guys. Okay, well, cool. If you guys have any ideas on what you'd like me to chat about, please send me a direct message. I'm an open book. I'm here to support you. And if you'd like a private reading, coaching, whatever, you reach out by going to brittanycarmichael.com/tarot, where you can book your private one-on-one. And that will get you started. It is like, we're using the word inspired. It's 100% inspired. It's a call that will help to create clarity around where you're stuck and give you the confidence to move forward and trust that you already know the answers inside. And once you have that sliver of confidence that, oh, but I already knew that, like I know that I'm supposed to do that. It builds and builds and builds, and then you just keep taking all of these confident and courageous steps towards your dreams, because you know that you were intuitively inspired in the beginning, but you weren't sure and you weren't trusting it, and then you did, and it surprised you, and you're like, wow, that really worked. And then you just keep doing that over and over and again, and it gets so much easier, where you wake up, like for me, I wake up and say, okay, what good will you have me do today? I don't need to know. I don't need to have a plan. I just wake up and say, where will you have me go today? What's the thing? And I don't even have to try. I don't even have to come up with the answer. I just ask the question, and I find myself sharing a certain story with someone in line at the grocery store, or getting on a call, or you guys messaging me, sending me a direct message, asking a question, and I start sharing, and I'm being of service. I'm living my purpose. I don't have to plan it. I just have to say, this is my intention. I want to be a vessel of love and light and help to spread joy and positivity and wisdom, right? And a little bit of fun, because like, it's all about having fun, guys. That would be magical. Woo woo sisterhood. Oh, wouldn't that be awesome? Woo, I love it. Definitely going to book a private reading one day soon. I would love that, Julia. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in to Woo Woo. If you know someone who would love this message, please tag them in the comments, share it with someone, and I appreciate all of your feedback on how you'd like to see me show up in 2019. Be on the lookout for some changes, and please go check out my latest blog about Bohemian Rhapsody. It is one of the most special, life-changing moments that had me develop faith in something magical and bigger than I was. So I'm so excited to finally share that story with you. And hey, you'll even hear me singing a little bit. You guys didn't know I was a singer, huh? Inspiring women through awakenings. Yes, yes. Hey, Joy. So good to see you. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much, Elizabeth. Thank you for all the hearts. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. If you are looking for an inspired tribe, if you're looking for someone to support you, I know so many of you are already in my Shrine Tribe Sisterhood, but after going to a tribe called Bliss with Lori Harder last night, it's clear to me that we feel alone. Even when we're surrounded by thousands of people, we feel alone. So know that you are not alone on this journey of self-discovery. And if you're looking for a tribe of supportive and positive, like-minded people, people watching here that are in Shine Tribe can vouch. Every single post in Shine, I can't even talk. Inside Shine Tribe, that's a lot. You guys try that. That one's tough. is always positive. It's always supportive. And even if it's like I'm struggling with something, we're looking for a solution. We're not looking to create drama. So if you're looking for a positive tribe, please join my Shine Tribe Sisterhood. You can search it on Facebook, or you can go to BrittanyCarmichael.com/join. Bam. And you'll be automatically connected with thousands of women all over the world who are ready to support and uplift you. Shine Tribe is the best. Yay! Thank you so much, Maeve. And thank you for being such a supportive and powerful part of the tribe. So I really do appreciate it. All right, guys, for real, I'm outie. Thank you so much for joining me this week. Be sure to check out the blog over on my website about Bohemian Rhapsody. It will change your life. And guess what? It's short. It's like 4 minutes or 5 minutes. You'll be proud. I got it all in a few minutes. Normally, I love to talk to you guys, but all right, amazing. Join today. Oh, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you guys next week for Woo Woo Wednesday. And remember, if there's any specific topic you'd like me to cover, leave it in the comments below or shoot me a private message. I always reply to everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Bye.